She's gonna look back at this someday and go, oh my gosh, what are my parents? Why did I get stuck with them?
Take 2. Take 586.
So welcome back to Around Our World in 80. Today we thought while we were on our camping trip, we would tell you how we camped with an infant for the first time. Yay!
How it went.
We're gonna just tell you guys how it went and like things that we thought about. This is not necessarily like how you should go camping. Like just this is what worked for us.
Or didn't.
Or didn't.
Okay, so first point that I want to make is that we went car camping. We definitely did not want to start on a full-blown backpacking trip in the middle of nowhere with an infant. That way, if anything went wrong or it wasn't working, then we had a short 1.5 hour drive back home and we could be back in her normal environment. Now, some of the things, we obviously brought food. Jared brought some fishing items. We brought our normal dog gear. We did bring a dock-a-tot for her to sleep in. We also brought all of our clothes. We brought chairs and a table for around the campfire. It's a lot easier to eat and hold the baby when you have a table to set things on. We have our cooler with all of our cold foods. We brought 2 sleeping bags, one for the Stratos and a double wide for the tent, which I'll explain why later. Then of course we brought all of our normal gear and plenty of diapers.
Okay, so one thing you'll notice with how we're hiking with her is Jared's got this baby carrier that we actually got for free. It was at a garage sale and Jared's mom found it. And it's actually working out pretty well. Then you'll also probably want to bring a hat for your baby and sunglasses. And make sure that you bring baby sunscreen because their skin is really sensitive and you want to keep them covered up as much as possible.
What do you think, Reagan? It's time to go off-roading. Yeah. These fingers taste fantastic. And into the shade. Stepping over limbs and stuff. Yeah. Going down steep inclines. Whew. Rocking the baby bonnet.
So one other thing that you're probably going to want, I think we've mentioned these in a past video about things that you might want to buy. There are like baby specific like little plastic bags that you can use to put diapers in, but these are actually just doggy bags and they work just as well. And you can take them with you and you can clean up after dog and baby.
Dog.
And they work really, really well. Okay, so this is how we set up our campsite for first time with baby. We already owned this tent, which we brought for backpacking, and then we also have our Stratos from Sierra Madre Research over there. And so instead of buying another camping apparatus, we decided that we were going to set up our camp this way. So you'll see we have the dock-a-tot here, and we put this blanket around her, and we have her in her little, what we lovingly refer to as the purple monster suit. But it's basically just a fleece suit to keep her warm. And then we stuck all of that inside our double wide sleeping bag so that our body heat would also keep her warm. And it worked really well last night. We also brought a little toy, just one. We kind of have a little hook at the top of our tent. And so it acts like a mobile and it's kept her entertained while we set up camp. So we're working on stuff and Reagan's in there with her little elephant hanging from the ceiling. And she's talking to it. And that was pretty helpful. Then you'll see the little orange thing that's sticking out right there. That's our mattress pad for whichever adult is sleeping in here. We're gonna swap out each night. And then we have our clothes and other things that we need right there. That's how we set up the tent. So one thing I wish we would have brought that we didn't is something else to set her in when we didn't have the dock-a-tot. Like her boppy, not her boppy, her bumbo or something like that, because when camp wasn't set up, she was not happy in her car seat because she kept seeing us leave and then she didn't know what was going on, and she's in a new environment with new sounds and she freaked out. Another thing to think about, and this actually worked really well today because we went on a decently long hike, is we timed her feedings for when we knew we were going to be sitting down. So we didn't plan like super long hikes, and for the most part we gauged it pretty well to like be at where we're gonna eat lunch or be back at the campsite once you got hungry, and it ended up working out really, really well. What's another thing that worked that we could suggest?
This hat.
Yeah, we already talked about the hat.
This binky.
You're not contributing to this at all. One thing to think about is really make sure that you pack appropriate clothing / blankets for whatever weather you're going camping in. I'm really glad that we ended up bringing the blanket that we did, because even with the clothes that we brought for her, she still got cold.
Yeah, so it's way easier to overpack and not need some things when it comes to having your baby with you than it is to underpack and really need something, because then someone's making a late night run to the nearest store, which could be a really long way away depending on where you go.
Yeah.
So, yeah, overpack when it comes to comfort of your child.
Well, if you guys have any other tips for camping with infants / kids, please leave them in the comments below. We'd love to read them and apply them if we can on future camping trips, and I'm sure the community would love that as well. And until next time, we'll talk to y'all later.